Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bobcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
To the ground with the back. On the move is a 30. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. A first down for the offense. Hold and fire complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He'll pull it down and run. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm fast.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They'll run the option. The pitch. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Now, 4th down.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. They'll try it on the ground. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Hands it off. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Sure hands, it's Day. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Coming up, 4th down. That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Buffalo 7, Ohio 0.
No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's got him and they convert. Touchdown Buffalo. What a catch and run for 6. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They didn't have to cover a ton of ground, moving at 33 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass.
0. Returner goes out of bounds.
Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Quickly complete. The Bobcats get enough for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Bobcats want to pick up the tempo. They're going to run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine 3 points, but they will go for it on 4th down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Oklahoma is in trouble. You could bring back any of the Heisman winners they've had here, Bradford or Mayfield or Murray. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 14 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, Dave, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Flushed out of the pocket. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And you throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against us. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's the MO of this offense. They really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Looking for the score. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason is we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen.
Brings it down on the right side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Taking it the other way at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Buffalo. They are seizing control and taking away home as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the...
And the ball is intercepted. Got some room to run. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll start this drive with a pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got a man, it's Dave. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Buffalo! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, then scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Bulls will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio.
Touchdown, Ohio. Number 22.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker off for the extra point.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. They're lining up to kick it off full of momentum after housing that last kickoff.
Ohio, 14.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll give it to him again. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Still running at the 40. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Buffalo. And the pummeling has started.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first
just destroying his way through the field. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Right back to the well. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Bobcats are marching down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
29 Philly.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Got his man in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Yankee blue.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
Ohio, 21.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Catch in the middle, it's Peppers. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be knocked down. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Ohio. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
Number 91.
Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
That makes the score Buffalo 22, Ohio 28.
The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. from the gun, the running back looking for room. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
As an offense, you've got the lead. You've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just the blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to it. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab on the left. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Bulls in the hurry up. Here we go with the run on 4th down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Plows through the defense. At the 45 on his way. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving.
He's running free down the middle. The 10. Touchdown Bulls. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Wisconsin is currently trailing, but if this young star powers a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Alan Amici and Ron Dane among the greats to play in Madison. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Purdue.
Got the quick completion.
We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Gets it out quickly. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw for it. He's got his man. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires downfield. Connection to the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Keeps looking downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. One more play to pad the stats. They'll throw it on 1st down. Feeling some heat. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
4-2 Spider.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Peppers. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one